A storm warning appears on your phone. Nothing looks dangerous yet. The sky is darker than usual. The wind is starting to pick up. But the roads are still clear. The rain hasn't arrived. And that's exactly why storms are so dangerous. Because most people don't get caught in severe weather when they're surprised. They get caught when they think they still have time. Just one more errand. Sometimes that's all it takes. Because storms don't usually become deadly in a single moment. The danger builds in stages. And there are 3 moments during every major storm when one small mistake can suddenly become a life-threatening one. Imagine hearing thunder in the distance. The storm still looks far away. Most people stay outside. They decide to finish what they're doing. It feels reasonable. After all, the storm isn't here yet. But here's what many people don't realize. If you can hear thunder, lightning is already close enough to reach you. You don't have to be standing in heavy rain. Lightning can strike miles away from the center of a storm. And by the time most people recognize the danger, they're already exposed. But lightning isn't the only problem. The moment a storm arrives, roads become harder to navigate. Visibility drops. A drive that would normally take 5 minutes suddenly becomes dangerous. A short walk becomes a race against the weather. The safest people usually make one choice that feels unnecessary at the time. They leave early, long before everyone else does. Because once severe weather arrives, every minute becomes more expensive. And after people finally get indoors, many assume the danger is over. That's when mistake number 2 begins. The rain is hammering the windows. The wind is shaking the walls. Branches are bending outside. And naturally, people want to watch. They stand near windows, open the curtains, pull out their phones. They want to see what's happening. And most of the time, nothing happens. Until suddenly something does. A tree limb breaks, a sign comes loose, roofing material tears away, and ordinary objects become airborne. At storm force winds, debris can move faster than most people can react. The wind itself often isn't what causes the injury. It's what the wind throws. A single piece of debris only needs to find one weak point. One window. One glass door. One opening. That's why emergency shelters, basements, interior hallways, and bathrooms are recommended. Not because they're comfortable, because they're protected. Move away from glass. Move toward the center of the structure. Keep sturdy shoes nearby. And if conditions become severe, use heavy blankets or mattresses as an extra barrier against flying debris. But surprisingly, flying debris isn't responsible for some of the deadliest storm-related accidents. Water is, and water tricks people every year. A road ahead looks flooded, but not by much. The water seems shallow. The current isn't obvious. A driver slows down and thinks, I can probably make it. Many people never realize how wrong that assumption is, until the vehicle starts moving sideways. Moving water is incredibly powerful. Just 30 centimeters can knock an adult off their feet. Around 60 centimeters can move a vehicle. And what makes floodwater dangerous isn't always visible. The current underneath, the damaged road surface, the hidden debris. That's why one of the simplest survival rules is also one of the most important. If water covers the road, turn around, don't test it. And storms create another danger people rarely think about until the lights go out. Darkness, power failures, improvised solutions, and sometimes deadly mistakes. People light candles, run generators too close to buildings, try to stay warm using whatever is available. And every year, carbon monoxide poisoning sends people to hospitals after major storms. And even if you avoid every mistake so far, the most overlooked danger is still waiting, because many storm injuries happen after the weather is gone. The rain stops, the sky begins to clear. For the first time in hours, everything feels calm. And that's exactly when many people lower their guard. They step outside, walk through damaged areas, inspect their property, take photos, start cleaning up. But storms leave behind traps, power lines that still carry electricity, trees weakened and ready to fall, broken glass hidden beneath standing water, buildings damaged in ways that aren't immediately visible, floodwater contaminated with things you can't see. The weather may be gone, but the danger isn't. The people who get hurt in storms usually know the storm is coming. They see it. They expect it. What they don't expect is how quickly a small delay can become a serious mistake. Because the most dangerous part of a storm isn't always the wind, the lightning, or the floodwater. Sometimes it's the feeling that you still have time,